Welcome to Lincoln Currency, another episode of Coin Quest, where we take ordinary coins and uncover extraordinary stories. Today, we have a fascinating subject, one that's causing a buzz in the numismatic world: the legendary 1991 BD Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard it right. A simple 1-cent coin minted over 3 decades ago that's reportedly worth a jaw-dropping $76 million in certain circles. This isn't just a tale of copper and zinc. It's a story of rarity, error, mystery, and millions. Buckle up, because you're about to enter the world of one of the rarest coins known to collectors. The origin story of the 1991 BD-PNNY. In 1991, the U.S. Mint was churning out billions of Lincoln pennies from several mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, somewhere in the midst of this high-volume production, something unusual occurred. A batch of pennies emerged bearing a peculiar and unexplained mint mark, BD. This was not a standard designation. D usually stands for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P or no mark for Philadelphia. But BD? That was unheard of. Some experts believe the BD mint mark may have been an internal designation used during a short experimental run. Others theorize that the mark resulted from a die variety or a private minting error, possibly even involving a foreign or private mint. The origin remains mysterious, which only adds to its allure and astronomical value. The making of a legend. What makes the 1991 BD Lincoln penny legendary isn't just its mysterious mint mark, it's also the exceptional rarity. Only a handful of these coins have ever surfaced in public view. Out of the billions of pennies minted in 1991, less than a dozen have been authenticated with the BD mint mark. This makes them exponentially rarer than even the 1909 SVDB penny or the 1943 bronze cent. But the story doesn't end with rarity. The value of a coin is influenced by its condition, historical significance, and the demand among collectors. The few 1991 BD pennies that have been found are in surprisingly high grades, many grading MS65 or higher. With nearly perfect condition and a cloud of mystery, the 1991 BD penny ticks all the boxes for numismatic greatness. Errors and VARIETAS adding to the mystique are reported variations among the BD marked coins. Some collectors have observed doubling on the obverse text, particularly on the word liberty and the phrase "In God we trust." These doubling errors are highly sought after in the coin collecting world. If you have a BD penny with a doubling effect, you're not just holding a rare coin, you're holding a one-of-a-kind treasure. Other reported errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets. Each of these errors further enhances the uniqueness and potential value of these coins. In the rare coin market, the more unique your coin is, the more collectors will compete to own it. The $76 million QUSTIO. And so how did a penny come to be valued at $76 million? The answer lies in a combination of factors. First, extreme rarity, fewer than a dozen known examples. Second, the mystery, no one fully understands the origin of the BD mint mark. Third, condition, most found examples are near pristine. And finally, collector frenzy. Whenever one of these coins appears at an auction, bidding wars break out among elite collectors and investors. One such penny was reportedly sold in a private auction for an eye-watering $76 million. While the identity of the buyer remains anonymous, the story has sent shockwaves through both the coin collecting and investment communities. The sale has spurred a global search for other examples, with collectors digging through their change jars and coin rolls in hopes of discovering the next multimillion-dollar cent. How to identify a 1991 BD-PNNY. If you're eager to check your own coins, here's a step-by-step guide to identifying a potential 1991 BD penny. First, examine the mint mark. The BD mint mark appears just below the year on the obverse side of the coin, where you'd normally expect to see a D or an S. The letters B and D are usually crisp and slightly slanted. Second, assess the condition. A high-grade coin with minimal wear stands a much better chance of commanding a high value. Coins that are shiny, without scratches, discoloration, or other forms of damage, are ideal. Third, look for error signs. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, die cracks, or off-center elements. These can multiply your coin's worth significantly. Fourth, get it authenticated. If you think you've found a 1991 BD penny, the next step is to have it graded and certified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is crucial for any serious collector or buyer. Market trends and future value. The coin market is influenced by rarity, demand, and historical interest. As of now, the 1991 BD Lincoln penny has seen exponential interest. From small coin forums to elite numismatic gatherings, the BD penny is the subject of endless discussion and speculation. Many experts believe the value could climb even higher in the coming years, especially if new specimens emerge or if more is learned about its mysterious origins. We've already seen a $76 million sale. What happens if one appears in a perfect MS-70 grade? Or if one is found with a never-before-seen error? The sky's the limit. The coin could become the most expensive penny in history. Where to sell or buy a 1991 BD PNNY? If you're lucky enough to own this rare gem, you have several options for selling it. Top auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections regularly handle high-value coins. You can also consult with numismatic brokers who specialize in rare coins. And of course, private collectors are always on the lookout. Many are willing to pay top dollar for a once-in-a-lifetime find. On the flip side, if you're looking to buy one, be prepared to spend. Authentic BD pennies are not cheap. But for those who appreciate history, rarity, and the thrill of owning something truly unique, it's an investment worth considering. The 1991 BD Lincoln penny isn't just CONCLUSIONT a coin, it's a legend. A mysterious mint mark, unparalleled rarity, and astronomical value make it one of the most fascinating collectibles in American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious enthusiast, this penny proves that sometimes, the most extraordinary treasures come in the smallest packages. So go check your change, you might just be sitting on $76 million. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another incredible coin story. Drop a comment below if you've ever seen a strange mint mark or think you've found a hidden gem. Until next time, happy hunting! Back to the channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures you might just have lying around your house. Today's video is an absolute game changer. We're talking about the 2060 Lincoln penny, the 1-cent coin that has stunned the numismatic world with a rumored value of up to $76 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. 1 cent, $76 million. So grab your change jar, sit back, and prepare for a deep dive into the fascinating world of the 2060 Lincoln penny. Let's get right into it. The history of the 2060 Lincoln PNNY. The 2060 Lincoln penny was minted in the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark under the date. It was struck during the final years of the traditional Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had been in circulation since 1959. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the Lincoln Memorial Reverse is one of the most iconic and recognized images on American coinage. In 2006, millions of these pennies were produced, over 4 billion to be exact. But among them, there are a few special coins that stand out. These rare specimens, whether because of minting errors, unusual die varieties, or simply being struck in pristine condition, have been rumored to carry extraordinary value. And some collectors believe that one flawless version of this penny, possibly a prototype or an unknown variety, could be worth up to $76 million. What makes the 2060 penny special? Now, you might be wondering, how can something that was produced by the billions be worth millions? That's where rarity, condition, and collector demand come into play. When a coin features a rare error or was minted in an unusual way and is preserved in mint state or better, it becomes extremely valuable to collectors. And with the 2060 penny, there are whispers in the collecting community of a mysterious and possibly experimental version, one that has yet to surface publicly, but is said to exist. Whether it's struck on the wrong planchet, contains an unreported double die, or features some unknown error, Such a coin could command a fortune. Known errors and varieties in the 2060 series. Let's break down the most commonly discussed and highly prized varieties of the 2060 Lincoln penny. First, we have the doubled die obverse. This occurs when the coin is struck by a die that has a doubled image, resulting in duplicated text or features. For example, you might see a noticeable doubling in the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," or the date, 2006. If your coin has this kind of doubling, it's time to celebrate. These coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. Next up, off-center strikes. When a coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, it results in part of the design being cut off. The more off-center the coin is, without losing the date or mint mark, the more valuable it becomes. Some off-center 2060 pennies have fetched hundreds of dollars in auctions. Another rare error is the clipped planchet. This happens when the blank metal disc, called a planchet, used to strike the coin is improperly cut, leading to a crescent-shaped missing piece. It's rare, but when found in mint condition, these errors are collector gold. Grading is everything in the world of coin collecting. Most 2060 pennies you'll find are circulated and show signs of wear, scratches, discoloration, and flattening of the design. These are worth face value. But a coin that has been kept in a protective case since 2006, showing no signs of wear, could be graded at MS67, MS68, or even MS69. There are only a few coins in existence graded that high, and when rarity meets top-tier condition, the value skyrockets. Some numismatic insiders believe that if a perfect, error-free, uncirculated specimen of an experimental 2060 penny were found, it could easily fetch $76 million at auction. And in the world of high-stakes collectors, where wealthy buyers will pay anything to complete their collection, this isn't far-fetched. How to check your 2060 PNNY? So how do you know if your 2060 penny is worth more than a single cent? Here are the steps to find out. First, pull out a magnifying glass and look for doubling in the letters and numbers. Pay close attention to Liberty, in God We Trust, and the year 2006. Second, check the alignment. Is the design centered correctly? If it's noticeably off, you could have an off-center strike. Third, examine the edge of the coin. Is there a small chunk missing? That might be a clipped planchet. Fourth, assess the overall condition. Is the coin shiny, with no visible wear or scratches? You might have an uncirculated or mint-state coin. And finally, get it professionally graded. The two most respected grading services in the industry are PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. If your coin gets a high grade or is found to have a rare error, congratulations, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Where to sell your rare PNNIS? If you do discover that your 2060 penny is something special, you'll want to know where to sell it. The first option is to list it on eBay or another auction site, but this can be risky if you don't know the value. A better option is to take your coin to a reputable coin dealer for an appraisal. Make sure they're certified and well-reviewed. You can also consign your coin to a major auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers. These companies specialize in rare coins and have connections to wealthy collectors who are always looking for the next big find. And don't overlook coin shows and conventions, places where thousands of collectors gather in search of hidden gems. CONCLUSION. So there you have it. The 2060 Lincoln penny might seem like a simple coin, but in the right condition and with the right errors, it could be worth a fortune. Even if you don't find the elusive $76 million specimen, learning how to recognize rare coins can be an exciting and potentially profitable hobby. Who knows? The next time you get change at the store, you might be handed a penny that changes your life. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. Check your change, because the next big coin discovery might be in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting!